You're an idiot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 12. That's 12. And Dominic is an absolute idiot. And you want to know why?
Per usual.
We're about to find out why in 3, 2. Oh, okay. He's not an idiot. Give him a second. He might be an idiot.
I'm going to be. Ew.
Oh, you are so stupid.
This is our hot seat.
Bro.
Hot dog hot seat. Sponsored by
Hot Dogs.
Frank's.
Ballpark.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You have what you got, bro.
You're ridiculous.
That's the only brand I know.
You're ridiculous.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Colton. Across from the table in a teal shirt, light blue shirt, is Dominic. And you
Hello.
know what? It's a great day to be in Southwest Missouri.
Is it?
It's a great day. You want to know why?
No, boy.
Because, we're doing... Oh, wrong. Ew. My bad. Whoa. Go, Pack, go! Yeah! What a game, man. Let's go.
Did you buy a Chiefs hat just to do that?
That Chiefs hat cost me $18.
$18.
$18. Now, where's my other hat?
You
I
threw
threw
it
it.
across the room.
I threw it. I'll be right back.
Well, while he's going over there, yes, the Packers had an impressive win against the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs suck.
Then that means that win's not impressive.
No, it's impressive.
Okay. So they don't suck.
That's 1, 2, 3 games in a row for my Pack.
Yeah? Feeling pretty good about their playoff chances, huh?
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Hey, well, let me look
their
at this.
schedule,
I was going to say, what
their
is
last 5 games, I think they played a bunch of trash teams.
Yeah, I
like,
think that is
I don't think any of them have a winning record.
the Lions, I think they play, but...
I don't think we play the Lions again.
Really?
Because we already played them twice.
Oh.
We play the Vikings.
Yeah, that's...
They're the closest team to a winning record, but, What a day to be a Packers fan in Southwest Missouri.
Oh, dude, you've got a cakewalk to the playoffs.
Monday, after the game, Green Bay socks, Green Bay shoes, Green Bay shirt, Green Bay hoodie, Green Bay beanie. Oh, man, I walked into the courthouse, and I said, hello, everybody. How's it going?
And did anybody there care?
One guy.
One guy?
One guy was like, I knew you were going to be dripping out in Green Bay stuff today. Yeah, it was a great day.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is that even in that loss, Chiefs fans feel better about getting to the Super Bowl than any Packers fan, so...
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I feel pretty good.
About going to the Super Bowl?
Yes, sir.
Cap.
We got to get through the Niners.
And the Cowboys and any other good team, the Eagles.
Bro, pause.
Okay,
Idiot.
okay.
Why did you say the Cowboys?
So, here's why I said that. We'll get to that later. We will touch on that topic later. I'm just saying, bro, I don't think it's the same old Dallas team.
That's not what you said last week.
No, I said that they were out of the two teams that were not as good as they seem. It was
Yo, Piper, what are you doing? Sorry. All right, continue.
Now I'm distracted. Well, we both agreed that they're probably the two of the more fake teams because they only beat up on bad teams.
They have only beat up on bad teams.
Right,
Correct.
right. But here's the deal, okay?
All right, I'm
The
listening.
deal is they are better than Miami. We both agreed on that as a threat. That's what we talked about last week. We said that.
I don't think I said that.
Yeah, I'll play the clip for you.
No.
We both said Dallas is probably more legit than Miami.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I think
So,
you're right.
so we talked about that, but here we'll get into it later. But I don't know. I'm not saying they're favorites, but I'm saying I don't think they're quite the same type of team as they used to be.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
But with that said, let's talk about our last week of football in the local area.
That's right.
What a great weekend.
It was for all but one
For
game.
me. For me, it was a great weekend.
Yeah.
Friday night, I go to the casino to watch the Washington game. And guess what Washington did? They went in there as 9-point dogs. And they easily won. Was it scary at the end? Maybe. But they easily won. And the Washington Huskies are in the 2 seed going up against Texas.
And they'll lose.
We'll talk about that here after the high school football. Then Saturday, we got Lamar. 21-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, what
21-0.
a crazy first quarter.
I will not lie. Our play calling was not great. It looked different. Our offense did not look the same as it has all year. Something was up. I don't know what, but something wasn't right, and nothing was clicking.
Yeah.
And our defense was not there in the first quarter, so it was a little worrisome.
Yeah, it was it just a product of not coming out with the right energy or game plan. Both.
You know, I might get. I don't want to go too far into it, but I don't think the game plan was proper for. I don't like. It felt like we weren't running our offense. Like, it felt like it was a different offense that they tried to make for this game, which I don't like changing things in a championship game.
Right.
There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
And I could be completely wrong about what I'm saying, but it just didn't seem like it was the right or the same offense that we had.
Huh.
I didn't see. Well, one, you're used to seeing Aiden Sheet run across the field all the time.
Right.
I didn't see him do that once.
I
didn't see Aiden in offense at all. I didn't see too many, like, long motions. And their defense knew what we were running. It was kind of
became more predictable, maybe.
Yeah, it was definitely more predictable, and their defense came out hot, and it was a couple big plays we gave up on defense, and they scored quick.
Huh. Were there any special team scores?
No, their
Okay.
opening kickoff was pretty good.
Okay.
It got them to like midfield, I think.
Momentum. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I don't know what clicked, but something clicked, and we just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. And then the momentum started to die down, and then we get them down to a 4th and something at their own like 10, and then they're like kicking or punting from their end zone, and a snap goes over their head, and the ball stays in. And instead of just like kicking it out for a safety, he returns it to like the 8-yard line.
Oh.
And then they get a penalty on top of it. So it's half the distance to the goal.
The 4-yard line.
And then we're at the 4-yard line. And I want to say we made it 21-28 or we tied it. It was one of the two.
Okay.
And then we tied it up in the fourth quarter. And then it went into overtime and we won.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy game.
First play of OT, Alex Wilkerson takes it on a QB draw and took it to the house. It was really impressive. And then they couldn't get anything going. Their last play, QB scrambled to his left, and then he had a knee injury, so when he was rolling out to the left, it was hard for him to. It was either to the right or to the left. It was hard for him to throw off of, and he could barely get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, wow.
It was not good.
Did he get hurt in the game?
No, I think he had been dealing with it all season. But man, I'm not gonna lie. When it was like 28-14 or something like that, 28-7 or something crazy, I said, "We're not winning this game." I gave up. I'll be completely honest. I didn't have
Any
a
hope?
single hope inside of me that said, "Oh, we're gonna win this game."
Yeah.
And then they just did not give up, and it was crazy. Coaches did a great job adjusting. We had talked about it,
Yep.
how they
we did.
hadn't been able to adjust all season long, and then I feel like these last 3 games, something about their coaching style changed up to where they were able to adjust mid-game, because we saw after each game, or the last 3 games, halftime hit, it was close. After halftime, blew them out. It was great. So definitely shout out to the coaches for that, because that's huge, being able to adjust in these big games.
Yeah, and that comes down to most of the time in second half adjustments in games. That comes down to good coaching, good leadership.
Yeah.
And the second thing is execution. And I know that's just an overused word in the sport, but what I mean by that is if the coach has an adjusted game plan and you communicate it effectively to the team, if the team's not able to first off buy into it and say, yeah, that's going to work, but second of all say, this is something we know how to do, right? If it's not something if you're going to say, we're going to switch into a zone defense that we've never played all year to try and stop this, well, you're not prepared for it. But the execution was there in the sense that whatever they adjusted to worked for them. They knew it, and they went out there and they believed in it. And that's something that when you get down like that, it's easy to just say, like, it's hard to come back like that.
Oh, yeah. And
especially a lot of character.
Especially when you're down 21 in the first quarter.
Yeah,
it's just like everybody's counting you out. Like,
right.
And then I FaceTimed one of the people there, and it was loud there.
Oh,
it was very loud. Loudest our crowd has ever been towards the end of that.
Oh, isn't that crazy, though? I mean, what percent of the stadium did we fill? And it was that loud, and then all of a sudden you get like a real college game.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be so loud.
Oh, we've got to go to a game of some sort sometime soon, because that's crazy.
Let's go Washington, Texas.
Dude, those are like $300 tickets. It's in Dallas. It's only a 7-hour drive. We could do it.
We'll look at it.
We'll look at it here in a little bit. Let's talk 8-man football.
Okay.
Let's cover each one and go over our predictions. Both of us had Archie winning this, and Archie came in and won 40-26. So shout out to Archie.
Nice.
Kind of close, a little bit north of us, but pretty close to us.
Yeah. Do you want to show the screen on these?
Nah.
Okay.
No, they could just deal with it. Yeah. Deal with it.
Piper.
Piper, what do you think about Class 1 football? Can you switch back to the normal camera?
Oh. Of course I can. She's not liking Class 1. She gone.
She said, because Dominic chose an absolute dumpster fire, and they lost.
You're right over there.
That snuck up on me. He chose North Platte, and they didn't score. 29-0.
Yeah, should have known. The Marionville Comets were going to be the one.
Yeah.
To take this one.
Yeah.
I think I was basically just enticed by the name. I just heard it ringing around in my sphere of influence. But, yeah, Class 1 Marionville, man. It's a small town. It's a really small town.
Oh, yeah. Class 2, Valley Catholic, 28. Lamar, 35.
Yes, sir.
I posted a video of me and the person I watched it, Eric Snodgrass. We were watching the game together, so I recorded our reaction. I don't know if you saw that or not on Facebook, and I posted it on Facebook. So
I think so.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun game to watch, and definitely a lot of stress eating going on there for sure. For sure, definitely a lot of stress eating. Class 3, we both had Seneca winning, and Central Park Hills.
Where did you find out where that's at?
It's like middle, like I wouldn't say middle right, but closer to the Boot Hill.
Oh,
area.
Interesting.
It's a bit north of the Boot Hill, but
okay. Interesting.
So we had Central beat
Rebels.
Seneca 48-34.
Huh. Was it pretty well? Let me see.
Central scored a touchdown at the end that they didn't need to score. So they kind of garbage time touchdown.
Okay.
But, yeah. Seneca had the ball in the fourth quarter, and they were getting ready to tie it. And they went for it on fourth down, and then they fumbled it and lost. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Next game was the biggest blowout of the weekend. The Kearney... Why do I want to say Bulldogs? The Kearney...
Bulldogs.
Okay. The Kearney Bulldogs. I knew what I was talking about.
Don't second
Beat
guess yourself, bro.
It's sneaking up on me today. Hillsboro, 28-68. That
Yep.
is the second highest scoring state game for a single team.
Oh, okay.
Who was first? Lamar
At?
State.
No, what the score being?
69,
Oh, just 1 point.
I believe.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think we have it.
Nice.
My sources could be wrong, but I don't know.
So, yeah, I think we were, I mean, for me at least, I was kind of scared off of Hillsboro because Kearney destroyed Jeff City, and
Yeah.
that's not a slouch team. So.
Jeff said he is. I don't know. I don't know anything about any other people other than our area. So
I mean, Jeff City, from what I've heard, they're not like a powerhouse great
Yeah.
team, but they're not like nobody. So
yeah. Speaking of a powerhouse, Cardinal Ritter took on Republic and won 38-25. We both had Cardinal Ritter.
Nope.
Goodness gracious. Cardinal Ritter won that game pretty easily, I think. And then Class 6 had some rather controversial ending to it. Christian Brothers. What happened? 7-38. You know, I kind of should have seen this one coming.
well, I think you did in your gut.
Yeah, I did. You forced me to choose Christian Brothers.
I just needed you to have the same record as me, and so I knew I needed to steal one here.
Yeah, so
So-
you forced me to choose Christian Brothers, even though I knew who was going to win. So basically, I'm saying I won the tiebreaker. So
Except
you
you
can deal with
didn't.
it. But I
because
did.
You didn't choose them.
Because I couldn't. You literally said, you cannot choose them.
You don't have to play by my rules.
All right.
Look, if we
Anyways.
were going to play that way, then I would just say you are no longer able to be a Packers fan. You're no longer able to wear a Cowboys shirt
No.
in this house. That one I stand by.
That one's fair. I've done it once. I won't do it again. But anyways, controversial because Christian Brothers weren't so Christ-like because they didn't finish the game. They're
That's
down 31 points with 3 minutes left, and apparently the football field was getting a little hostile.
Yeah.
And the coach is like, "Nah, no thanks. We're just gonna
Weird.
quit."
Have you ever seen that happen?
In a state game, no.
Weird, dude.
Who quits a state game? Like, grow a pair and take your L. Be proud of making it to the state game
For
because
sure.
I guarantee you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams they beat to get there would have finished that game.
Were they claiming like any type of injustice in the game, like refs not calling it straight, or
I don't know if it was that or
Anything?
if it was like just dirty play going on at the end. I have no idea.
huh? Yeah, crazy, dude.
I didn't really dive too deep into it because
We'll have to look into that for Saturday. Try and
Yeah.
see if we can get someone who knows that context.
Yeah.
Because
But-
I would be curious to know, like, you don't just quit a high school football game. You know what I mean? Like state championship, you don't just quit
No,
that
you don't.
game.
You don't quit a state champion. Could you imagine Lamar goes 21-0 and then says, "Nah, I'm done."
Yeah, just
You don't get this comeback. Like, could you imagine Tom Brady down 28-3 saying,
don't remind me.
"No, I quit."
I was talking to a friend this week about that. Tom Brady's win against the Falcons and then against the Seahawks shaped my life. I'm not kidding. those 2 games where he came back and won broke my spirit. Just
Yeah.
kidding. But it was pretty pathetic.
But what about the 2 times
Hey, I'm
Eli
happier than
Manning?
Hey, I'm happier than most against the Patriots, but that doesn't change the fact I didn't want Tom Brady did not, in my opinion, need to have 2 extra championships.
Fair enough.
He could have been at 5 and we'd all be happy.
So we both went 5-2 in our predictions. So, not bad.
Yeah.
I definitely think Seneca was the most surprising one, not winning,
Probably.
because they definitely should have won.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened.
They met their match. They're
Yeah.
Rebels.
With that being said, let's move on to. We talked about. No, we didn't, because the game was Friday.
Right.
So we haven't talked about the college football standings.
No, we have not.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay. I've listened to a couple different arguments and positions on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember reading something that the statement that the college football, whatever their association is, the committee that writes how they judge this, it says specifically, it's not a science, it's an art. The way that they do it, it's not like you're going in and saying, we're going to go in and do it based off numbers. They go in and honestly, if you really think about it, it is a business, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so they're going to put the games that make them the most money.
Yeah.
That's the way I think about it. Is it fair? No.
No,
We've
absolutely
known that's why we're changing it, because it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
So how many are there? There's 5 different conferences.
Yeah. And there's
then-
only 4 spots.
But is that including Notre Dame?
No.
So there's 6 or is there 5?
No, there's 5
And then
then
Notre Dame.
Dame.
Okay. So again, you already know 4 spots, 5 conferences. If every conference had a team that went 12-0 or whatever, it's not going to be fair. They're going to have to make a call.
Yeah.
So that being said,
It was flawed from the beginning.
it's flawed from the beginning. So when people are like outraged that it's not fair, well, it's not, and we all knew that going in. And I think that we can just admit that.
See,
But secondly,
Yeah.
I think that they proved over their last 2 games, this being Florida State, the only other time that a team lost their quarterback and then got in was Ohio State, right? And they went on and won that championship with their 3rd backup. The only reason that team got in and Florida State didn't is because that team proved that against Wisconsin, they could dominate still.
yeah.
Florida State didn't do that. They didn't end the year on the eye test being like, oh, we're still a dominant team that can go out and just hammer these teams, right? They ended the season kind of like, you won these games, but we didn't feel great about it. And so all that being said, the ratings from the TCU game, nobody wants to see that again, right? So
That's the championship game.
I know, but you don't want to see that in a championship. Florida State comes in, beats Washington, they're going to get destroyed by Michigan or Alabama, more than likely. That's what I'm feeling. I understand you want to give them a chance to play, whatever, but Michigan's the right team to be in for sure. Alabama deserves to be in.
If you say Washington doesn't deserve to be in,
No,
I'm gonna
Washington
be mad.
deserves
Okay.
to be in. They beat Oregon twice. That's a good win.
Yeah.
And then Texas or Georgia. I mean, that's the only debate in my opinion.
See, my problem with the college football playoff rankings is how are you going to do this to Florida State? Not put them in the top 4 because you're going to put them at number 5. You're telling me, based off of your system, Alabama and Texas are better than Florida State.
Yes.
Okay. I get that. I probably agree with that.
Okay.
Why is Florida State 5 then?
And not,
And not 6? Why is Georgia not 5?
oh, that I don't know.
And this is why I have a problem with the way they did it. Because honestly, if you do it based off of this, Florida State should probably be 7. Ohio State is probably better.
Probably.
So why
Well, that'd
is
be
Florida
close,
State
probably.
at 5?
So I would agree. The only thing though, I wouldn't say that Florida State could drop to 7.
No, I'm not saying
I
they
know,
should, but I'm saying
that
realistically,
I think
that's-
that the only critique that would change what you're saying is just moving Georgia up and Florida State down, just switching the two. But because Florida State went undefeated, they're just giving them that prop, basically. Like, good for you. You get 5.
So give them a spot in the playoffs.
Over who?
Texas.
So then Texas beat Alabama.
Week 2.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they destroyed them at home. So Texas, if
It
Texas
doesn't matter. Then,
if Texas
so,
is out,
so the
Alabama
regular
could
season
not be
doesn't
in.
matter.
Huh?
The regular season doesn't matter anymore for college.
Not for Pac-12. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Florida State's 12 wins against Pac-12 teams not as impressive as Alabama, right?
No,
But
ACC, Florida State's ACC.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Washington's Pac-12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ACC, because Pac-12 is fairly respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, what I'm saying though is that you're saying what? Their 12 wins don't matter.
I'm saying,
Is that
how
what
do you
your
go
argument-
13-0?
13.
Granted, they didn't blow out Louisville, but Louisville is a higher ranked team than Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Louisville beat Oklahoma. Sorry. Let me restart. Florida State beat Louisville. Correct?
Right.
And what did they seed them before last week? Last week, what were they rated?
Who? Louisville?
No, Florida State. They were the 4 seed.
Right.
So, you have Florida State, who's a 4 seed. Texas, who's a 7 seed.
Yep.
Texas beats a... Let me. I want to be exact when I say this. Texas beats a 18 seed, 49-21. Congrats. Florida State beats a 14 seed. A 14 seed, 16-6. They shut them down.
Yeah, but if you watch the game, Florida State's offense does not look
I
good.
don't care how good their offense is. They won a game 16-6 because their defense is good. How are you going to tell each and every single one of those defensive players, hey, you guys did really, really, really good against this great team, but your quarterback broke his leg 2 weeks ago, so screw you.
I get it.
That is
It's not
exactly
fair.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's
See, next year though.
horrible.
So next year though, you get a more fair look at it. Because then you have teams that really shouldn't be in it at that
I'm going to be
9,
honest.
10, 11, 12 spot. But then everybody knows. I mean, do you really think, though, that Florida State comes into this Final Four and wins the championship?
That's not what it's about.
I know, but I'm saying
It's
that's what
about,
they think.
do they deserve it?
No, it's not. That's not what anybody's on that committee was thinking.
Not this year. That's what they've thought any other year, though.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
So Liberty, they went 13-0 or 12-0 this year.
They don't have the strength of schedule.
So that's the whole argument of Florida State. They don't have the strength of schedule. So think about this. This is the reason. This is the argument. The argument for Texas and Alabama, okay? Who was ranked number 1 going into this final week?
It was Georgia.
So Alabama beats the number 1 team, meaning they probably have to jump quite a bit. Texas beat Alabama, who beat the number 1 team. So Texas probably jumps quite a bit. So that strength of schedule in the SEC elevates those two teams, even with one loss, into the spot they're in. That's just the way that I'm not complaining is what I'm saying. I'm hopeful for next year that it's going to be more entertaining. But when you've only got 4 spots, dude, and Florida State loses someone that's pivotal to their offense, I don't know. It's not ideal, but
It's just stupid.
yeah.
It's stupid that they're going to punish 21 other people on their team.
The only argument that I think that could be made is like Michigan with the cheating scandal. Maybe you
Exactly.
get them out. But then again, Georgia would be in instead of.
I think that's what I'm more mad about is how are you dipping Georgia out of the top 4? Like, they've won 29 games in a row.
because their championship game was the Alabama game.
I-
If they wanted to keep their spot, they should have beat Alabama.
But listen, anybody.
I mean, they did this a couple years ago, right? They lost Alabama in the regular season and then won the championship game against them.
But look at last year. Last year, let's take a look. You can stall for me
Well,
because I'm not educated.
the only thing the only alternative is just saying that the Texas game against Alabama didn't mean anything, but it was Texas at Alabama and won at home or in Tuscaloosa. How do you say it?
Tuscaloosa.
Thank you. Tuscaloosa. So they went in and won in Alabama, and that has to count for something. Now, it was week 2, and Alabama looked terrible the first few weeks for Alabama. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, but listen to this. So, granted, there was only one undefeated team last year
Right.
in Georgia. But how on earth are you going to let Ohio State lose to Michigan in the Big Ten championship and then have Alabama, who had 2 losses, Tennessee, who had 2 losses, Penn State, Washington, who had 2 losses? Like, ranking-wise, I don't understand it. It makes no sense. They change everything every year.
Because it's based off money.
And that's stupid. Like,
Well, yeah, but
if I'm Florida State, I'm going to put all my people on the field. We're going to warm up. We're going to do everything. And the moment the national anthem is sung and the coin flip's getting ready to happen, I'm walking off. I'm not playing the bowl game.
bro,
I'm not.
Florida State?
Yeah.
No, this is where you go in and say for next year, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. So think about it this way. Alabama is in because they beat Georgia head to head, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Alabama doesn't have the record that they have in the postseason, I don't necessarily know this, but I would imagine they would say maybe it was just a fringe loss and Georgia stays in. But because Alabama has proven that maybe they just dropped the game to Texas because it was early and whatever, this team is good, dude. They've proven year after year that they're the top 2 or 3 team in the nation. Georgia's similar. I think that they could have probably stayed and been one of those teams, but just because of the head-to-head. And then Texas is a big program, and if they're going to be close to that conversation, they'll get in. But it's bias. I mean, it's conference bias and recency bias. Like, these teams have had more success than Florida State, and Florida State plays in a weaker conference. So the big win for them is LSU. And other than that, there's not much out there. So I don't know, man.
It's just annoying. And I think 12 teams is too many. I'll be honest. I'll say that.
Well, yeah, but that's the idea. Why not allow the Cinderella story?
Because that's too many games.
You don't have to watch all those. Just watch the
I think it should only be 8.
8.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams out there, man.
I'm not watching a 1 versus a 12.
Well, but that's the thing, dude.
I know it's not the...
It's not. It's like the NCAA tournament, though, in the sense that if that team plays particularly well that day...
Yeah, but we're talking football. They can only play 1 game a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wasted time.
Not necessarily.
You're giving these kids months to get ready for the 2 biggest games of their life, and now there's 3 or 4 games that they're going to have to play.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time, and you're taking away bowl games from other teams.
I mean, wouldn't you rather have a chance at the title than a bowl game? I would. I'd rather have a shot at that thing. You know what I mean? You come in as a 12 seed.
I was trying to think of a way to say Florida State would like a chance at the title.
See? Mizzou would be in a shot for the title. They were close in that Georgia game. I mean, that's the kind of fun stuff. You're looking at more teams. You're looking at. I think it's better for the sport. Maybe not 12, but I think
12 is too many. There's way too many games. Players are going to get hurt in those games, and it's going to ruin it.
Yeah.
That it's not basketball where it's like softer contact.
Yeah.
It's football. It's hard contact.
But
It's
you say the same thing about the NFL. I mean, if the 49ers didn't lose all of their quarterbacks last year.
yeah, but this is college. Kids don't have the chance to go to the NFL yet to get
Yeah, but
all
they're
that
also
money.
making money
They're
now,
making
too.
money, but they're not making that much money.
Yeah.
If they get hurt in one of these extra stupid games, they're going to be mad.
See, that's the thing, though. You can't just not have that because you're afraid of injury. Injuries are part of the game.
Oh, so you can't have Florida State in the game because you're scared that they're going to get blown out. Oh.
No, I'm saying you can't be afraid to add a game because you're afraid of injury.
And you can't be afraid to put Florida State in because you're scared they're going to get blown out.
They're two separate arguments.
Same
Yes, they
thing.
are.
Nope, same thing to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going there.
Here's the scenario for you, buddy.
Scenario.
Okay.
If you're Metro commentators.
Scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's your scenario.
Okay.
All right.
I'm listening.
So you have not just a random dude on the team getting hurt. You have the most influential position,
Nick Foles.
and a Heisman
Nick
kind
Foles.
of candidate quarterback. And Nick Foles, guess what? When he took over, he balled. And the NFL is different than college football. But
Exactly.
the backup for Florida State has not come in and balled. He has not. Empirically, he has not been good enough. To win games, they won the game that they
won.
needed to win.
And now he has a bunch of time to prepare for a championship game.
Now
You're
he has time now to prepare for Georgia. And if you can't beat Georgia, everyone's going to say, see, you wouldn't have made it anyways.
No, you see, and then the moment they do beat Georgia, if they beat Georgia,
not gonna beat
listen,
Georgia, bro.
Shh, listen.
Please.
The moment they beat Georgia, it's going to be because, half of Georgia players weren't playing because.
Georgia's
it's
playing this game.
Why would Georgia play? No. Not all of
Georgia's
them.
gonna
Not
come
all
in
of
and
their
play this
players
game.
are not going to come in and play.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Why would you play a game that doesn't matter?
I mean, you could say the same thing about all of college sports.
Except for the Natty, because everybody cares about that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're saying no bowl games have any value to anybody?
The Ohio State quarterback's not going to play.
Really?
Yeah, he's already in the transfer portal.
That's weird.
Yeah,
This year?
yeah.
Well, he's a slouch. Huh.
He just wants more money.
Well, I mean, that's what happens with the
Do I
NIL.
let the dog out?
No.
Okay. Piper.
What is she doing?
She's just
Get in
at the
bed.
door.
There you go. Star of the show. Tell us what you want.
Roof. Roof.
What? She would not let Florida State in.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Because Piper's not smart.
Say that to her face, dude.
Piper.
Show the camera. Say it to her face while you...
Piper is not smart.
You said that like a question, bro.
Bro, the puppy dog eyes get you, bro.
It's that one blue eye.
She's got the Max Scherzer going on there.
Mm-hmm. So anyways...
Speaking of breaking news,
No.
the Yankees have traded for Juan Soto. Interesting.
And a
seven-player
player.
trade. Wow. My goodness. The Yankees also got Trent Grisham. That's a W. San Diego received Michael King, Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez, starting pitching prospect Drew Thorpe, and catcher Kyle Higashioka.
Nice.
Thanks. Interesting. That outfield is disgusting. Aaron Judge, Giancarlo, Juan Soto, Trent Grisham, Alex Verdugo. All right. Baseball's stupid.
For a little bit.
Baseball. I love baseball, but that's stupid. Who is Ebra? All right, continue. Basketball in-season tournament.
Let's go Lakers. Calm down, bro. I'm kidding. What? Who do you want to win? The Pelicans?
I wanted the Phoenix Suns to win, you idiot.
They're not in the
Yeah,
Where are we
because a referee doesn't know how to
Please.
not call a timeout.
please.
You have to have possession first to call a timeout. But apparently you don't
Wouldn't it-
if your name's LeBron
Wouldn't it be
James.
more fun though if LeBron got
No,
the first in-season
I hate LeBron.
championship? Wouldn't it just be more padding to his resume in the GOAT debate if he got the in-season
Oh
tournament,
yeah,
the first
because,
one?
because everybody cares about who wins a stupid in-season tournament
Dude.
that only gives you more money.
Dude, you gotta admit though, LeBron going
It's an agenda.
but LeBron going step for step with Kevin Durant, bro. Come on, this guy's incredible.
You are just mad that Kevin Durant's not in OKC
I hate
colors
Kevin
still.
Durant, dude. No, I don't care about that guy anymore. He
Yeah,
can go
you
play for
did.
the Suns. I like the Thunder better than the Suns this year.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Chet Holmgren, bro.
Who?
Chet Holmgren, the slim white reaper.
You're such an idiot. Golly.
He's incredible, bro.
You're an idiot.
I'm just saying.
Have I told you that?
A couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I hate the Lakers. I can't stand them.
It's an agenda to get LeBron this first ring.
Probably.
You watch this next game against the Pelicans, it's going to be miserable.
The calls.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be bad.
Everybody's got the Pelicans winning, though.
I wouldn't. I'd put all your money on the Lakers.
Dude.
And I hope I lose every single penny of it, but I'm putting all my money on the Lakers. My bank account, all $500 of it, Lakers.
Golly, bro.
All right. With that said,
Anthony Davis is terrible.
yeah, he is. You know who's not terrible? Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yeah. Are they gelling?
Oh, dude, they just scored 143 points.
143. Well, they don't have nearly as good of a defense as they used to, so they kind of got to score.
Yeah. Bucks and Pacers
146
tomorrow.
points.
Bucks Pacers tomorrow, and then we're gonna get Bucks Lakers. And neither of these teams are gonna make the finals.
Well, who do you got? The Celtics?
No, I don't know, but neither of these teams.
You don't think the Bucks could make it to the?
They're not going to. If you make it to the in-season tournament, I am cursing you.
It's what is it like the Madden cover of the
Yep,
NBA?
I am cursing you. If you
Dude, Julius Randle,
make it
my
to the
gosh.
championship game of the in-season tournament, cursed. Speaking of hitting a gavel, somebody has a court date.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So, on a good old Highway 160 coming into Lamar,
Right next to McDonald's.
there is a stoplight. Yep. And for some reason, not in the direction that is the least busier side of the intersection, but on the highway side,
The north and south, or the east and west.
yeah, east and west, they decide to put a red light that lasts for eternity, bro.
And the thing is, it just changes randomly. There could be no cars,
Yeah.
and there will be a red light change.
And it's just like, yeah, you're not going. I'm like, okay. So I think that, I don't remember the rule exactly, but I'm pretty sure there's a law that says if you're at a stoplight, there's nobody around for like 8 seconds, you can go through. I'm pretty sure that's actually written somewhere, but if not, it should be an unwritten rule. You know what I mean?
Facts. I agree.
Anyways, so coming down the road and, there's this guy in front of me and he goes through the red light and then the officer there's a highway patrol coming the other way, and he turns on his lights, and I pull over to get out the way, and this other guy just takes off. You know what I mean? Revs his engine. He's like, big old truck.
Did he like speed up?
Yeah, he just bolted. And I'm like, and then obviously the trooper stayed with me. And I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? So, anyways, I don't know exactly how all this process is supposed to work, but I do know that it has been done before, where you can go to the prosecuting attorney and say, hey, you know, it's not like I'm a serial offender. I'm not trying to, you know, whatever. But basically just go to them and say, can I have my whatever reduced, my what's it called? Whatever.
You're fine?
Yeah, basically just being, not fine, but basically it's the, it was a moving violation, which gets you points on your license. So you can ask for them to make it a non-moving violation, which doesn't count. And then you just pay the court fees or whatever. And so I was trying to see if they would do that. And the lady was super unhelpful. I mean, she was basically rude and saying like, well, if you don't have a lawyer, I can't do anything for you. I'm like, you kidding me? So I don't want to go dish out like $200 for a lawyer. So guess what I do? I say, I'm going to contest this. And anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to represent myself in the Barton County court system, and we'll hope that a jury has mercy on me. I don't know.
Have you seen that one judge from like New Jersey or something? But he's like an older dude, and he just like gives people a hard time and then lets them go.
No.
Oh, man.
I wish.
It is great. He's a great guy, and it's fun to watch. I'm trying to do some research, and it's not looking too good for you, buddy.
Huh.
A driver facing a steady circular red signal alone shall stop before entering the intersection and shall remain stopped until an indication to proceed is shown.
What if it's broke? Do you just have to stay
Even
there?
if the stoplight is taking longer than usual to turn green, Snell said, there are still no instances in which a person in a motor vehicle can proceed into the intersection without stopping.
Without stopping?
But there are some instances where driving through a red light is acceptable. If a traffic light is malfunctioning or hasn't changed from red to the duration of an entire cycle, motorcycles are permitted to enter the intersection with due caution and care. Motorcycles.
What is this? What are you reading, bro?
Some Idaho thing.
This is in Idaho? Bro.
It's the closest thing I got, bro.
My goodness.
Do you want me to help you or not? Do your research. Unbelievable, man. Can we just talk about for a minute? Look at how good of a doggo you got.
Good job, Piper. Get a shout out here. Round of applause. Do you have the applause thing?
I do. I got it. Nice
Good
job, Pipe.
Piper. Good girl.
Let's go, Pipe. All right.
And she bolted.
And we're idiots. But with that said, NFL. We didn't even talk about it. Crazy. Sam Howell sucks.
You think they give him another shot this next year?
Probably.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to just to see what you got in them.
So, you know, in our great unorganized ways, I know you're still doing your research.
No, I'm moving beyond
You're
that.
moving past it?
Yeah, no need to do that.
Let's do our top 10 teams.
At number 1, the Green Bay Packers.
The San Francisco 49ers. We're going to start at the top.
We can both agree on that.
We're going to start at the top and work our way down.
Okay. Go for it, bro.
At number 1, I have the San Francisco 49ers.
I agree. I think that if healthy, they are the best team in the NFL, without a doubt.
Easily.
Without a doubt.
Nobody stands a chance.
The only question I have for you is, based on the parameters of the award, does Brock deserve the MVP over someone like Dak?
Does he deserve it over Dak? Yes. Why wouldn't he?
The reason being because if you're talking about value, right? If you took out Brock and put in Sam Darnold, do you get much of a different result? Versus if you take Dak out and put some other backup in, this team's not even close.
But you're talking about value. And I know this never gets put into the situation, but he is still on his rookie contract, living with somebody else. He gets paid like $200,000 a week or something stupid. Not a week, but like he's on like the lowest contract you can be on.
Right.
He is on a Mr. Irrelevant rookie contract.
Right.
The lowest rookie contract you can be on.
Sure.
And he's performing at MVP level.
So you're
Give
saying
the brother his
value
trophy.
for his contract included.
If you're taking dollar per
I don't think that
per
they
play
include
style.
that at all, though.
They don't. And
Because, I mean, then Patrick Mahomes, Rodgers could never have those MVPs.
well, that's not true because they play at the best level of football compared to anybody else.
Yeah, but they get paid the same. They are expected to do that.
But
So the value
I know-
should
I
go
know
to
that's-
someone,
I know that's why they don't take it like that.
right?
But I honestly look at it like that. In this case,
Yeah,
this dude
in
has
his case, yeah.
zero reason to play football because he is on the worst contract and he is a starter for the greatest team in the NFL currently.
Okay, well, I rest my case.
I mean, I'm not voting for him for MVP, but
You're voting for Tyreek?
no, I'm voting for Jordan Love, you idiot.
Oh, my gosh. Bro, you got issues.
Yeah, you're right.
At number 2,
Do you know?
for you? I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I would imagine the Eagles, but I don't know.
This is kind of crazy. The Baltimore Ravens.
At number 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't like what I saw out of the Eagles.
Huh. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles at 2,
Yeah.
and the reason being I think that they're a more complete team than Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the loss of Mark Andrews was substantial.
Yeah.
So I think that Baltimore is definitely much improved, but
Mhm.
and especially in the wide receiver category. But that loss of Mark Andrews, if they had him, I'd keep him at 2. But without him, I'm gonna say 3 because Lamar Jackson struggles in the playoffs.
Yeah, you know who else struggles in the playoffs? The Cowboys.
Where you got him?
I don't know.
So, anyways, that's number 2.
Number 3 for me, the Eagles.
Fair.
Rather self-explanatory.
Yep.
For you?
3 is Baltimore, so we just
Okay.
switched. Yeah, we just
Fair
flip-flop there. Yep.
Number 4, I have a low battery.
Emotionally or computer?
Computer.
Okay, good. You just hang in
Um,
there, buddy.
You know, number 4,
Do you want a second to think about it?
no,
Okay.
I have to do it. The Dallas Cowboys.
That's the right answer.
They're just playing good. Granted, it's against trash teams, but they're the better.
Dude, I've heard this all week. They haven't beat a team with a winning record. When they beat Seattle, technically, Seattle had a winning record. So I don't want to hear it. Technically speaking now, Seattle's not the best team in the NFL, but they have technically beaten a team with the winning record and made them a team with a tied record. It's not impressive, and honestly, that game was a little close.
It was
for comfort.
scary. Like,
Yeah, a little bit surprising.
I'd say more than surprising. I didn't think it should be close, but, you know,
Seattle's not bad though.
they're not bad, but they're not good.
They're all right.
They're not good.
They're all right.
They're okay.
They're all right, bro.
They're okay. Is that who you got at 4?
I got Cowboys at 4, and then if I can go ahead and do my 5,
Yeah, go for it.
I've got Miami.
Miami.
Yep. Actually, sorry, that's wrong. At 5, I've got Kansas City. My bad.
At 5, you got Kansas City. Well, I was big on one team a couple weeks ago. Their quarterback's hurt. So I got to go to a different team and ride high while they're riding high. And I'm not talking about the Mile High Denver Broncos. I'm talking about the Green Bay Packers.
At what?
At 5.
Dude, get out of here.
At 5.
You're insane.
Bro,
You are literally insane.
The second hottest team in the NFL right now.
Okay.
So I've got to put respect on them.
No, you do not have to put them
Listen.
that high, bro. That's literally insane.
I don't have to do
No,
anything,
my
but I'm
goodness.
going to. Because why?
They're not going to stay there for another 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to move up to number 2 and number 1
are ridiculous.
and number champion. Continue with number 6.
You've lost your mind. No, before we move on, mind you, I'm going to read you something. Okay? You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if these teams are even good teams. Okay? The Bears.
No.
Okay? The Saints.
No.
The Rams.
It depends on the week.
Okay? The Chargers.
It depends on the week.
Most weeks. Most weeks, are they a good team this year? Exactly.
They're 5 and 7.
Okay, and then the Lions and Chiefs.
Good.
Okay.
Great.
So you've got,
Actually, great. Sorry. Yes.
you've been doubting the Lions all year, calling them fake and trash.
Because they are fake.
Oh, goodness. No, dude, you have 2 wins against, okay, I mean, like, the Chiefs have not been the who
Dominant
they used to be.
wins. Dominant wins.
Sure. Good wins.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to put them at 5?
Yeah, and
Bro.
the only reason I'm putting them at 5 is because these next 5 weeks they play nobody.
But that doesn't mean that they're better than that they're not better than these other teams you're going
I'm
to
not going to put the Lions ahead of them. I'm not going to put the Chiefs ahead of them because we beat them.
Bro.
Why is Texas ahead of Alabama? Because they beat them.
That was their only loss. You've lost. Do you want to know the teams you've lost to?
Nope. Don't
The
care.
Falcons, the Lions.
Should have won.
You should not have run.
No, I'm talking the Falcons.
The Raiders, the
Should've won.
Broncos, the Vikings,
Should have won the
and the
Broncos.
Steelers. Not a lot of good teams that you've. I mean,
Steelers good defense.
yeah, but they just got beat by the Cardinals without their quarterback. But still, bro, this team is not 5. I'm just gonna tell you that straight up. But that's fine. You can put them there.
I'm going to.
Okay. So
At 6?
I did 4 Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
What was my? Did I say 5?
You said Casey.
Casey at 5. Okay.
And then I think we're both going to agree on 6.
We are.
Yep.
Miami.
Yep.
Okay.
Just kidding. Casey. And then 7, I have Dolphins.
Okay. Yeah.
Who do you have at 7?
So gets dicey, right?
No,
Gets a
I
little
know
dicey.
who it is. Come on, pick
Do
him.
you?
Pick him.
Do you know who it is?
Yep. I've already wrote it down.
Okay. The Houston Texans.
Okay.
Who'd you have?
I thought you were going to say Lions.
No.
No, I have Dolphins at 7.
Okay.
At 8.
The Lions.
I have to put the Lions at 8.
Yeah, they got 3 losses. It's hard not to.
Yeah. Let me take a look if you have your 9.
Okay. Yep. I've got my 9. And it's more due to the lack of talent. The season's kind of fallen apart, dude. It's been weird.
It's been a horrible season.
If you looked at the list of quarterbacks playing this
there's
Sunday,
like 10 quarterbacks that are not
That are
did
garbage.
not start week 1 that are starting now.
terrible. It's been
It's
a weird year.
Awful.
So, anyways, my 9 is going to be, surprisingly, the Jags.
That's who I have at 9.
'Kay.
I'm
And
not
then-
dropping them out of my top 10.
Right. Well, it's hard not to.
Yeah,
Um,
I just can't.
They really could have won that game, I think, especially if he would have stayed healthy.
Yeah.
But here they are, 8-4. Not
Mhm.
bad, but in a weird spot with their quarterback being hurt.
At 10, I've got the Texans. They're on a roll. They lost Tank Dell, but I feel like they have enough depth at wide receiver that they
I
won't.
think that was a big loss.
He is a big loss, but they've got a bunch of receivers on
Yeah.
that team that can
Make
not
plays.
replace, but fill in for him.
Sure. Is he out for the season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Broke his fibula or tibula.
So the only difference,
My bad.
as far as inclusion in the top 10 for us, is that I'm going to put the Buffalo Bills at 10.
Bro.
I don't know who else to put.
The Packers?
No, not
They're
putting-
top. They are top 10 worthy.
They are not.
They are top 10 worthy.
Nope. They are not.
You're going to put the Buffalo Bills.
You've got to have a winning record. At this point in the year, you got to have a winning record.
Hey, buddy. They don't.
The Bills?
They have the same record as the Packers.
Yeah, but that's why they're not in there.
What do you mean?
You're going to tell me the Packers are better than the Bills?
Yes.
No.
What do you mean no?
What I mean by that is the Packers are not better.
Look at the teams they've lost to.
Who?
The Bills. They lost to the Eagles. Okay.
A good team.
Yeah. The Broncos. The Bengals. The Patriots. The Jaguars.
The Bengals
The
with Joe
Jets.
Burrow.
I don't care if it was with Joe Fly.
They've had issues. I'm not going to say they haven't, but at the end of the day, if Green Bay and Buffalo were playing and it was a high stakes game, it really mattered.
I'm
Playoff
taking
type
Green
game.
Bay.
I'm
This
gonna-
is not biased. I'm
It's not a
taking
ridiculous
Green
position.
Bay.
Green Bay at 5 is ridiculous, but Green Bay at 10, not crazy. I'm just saying I would prefer the Bills because of the sheer amount of talent that they have in key positions and a good coach.
And then you look at their schedule and you say, uh-oh, they're not making the playoffs. Why would you put a team that's not making the playoffs in your top 5 or top 10?
Who do they play?
They play the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Dolphins.
So they go 3-2.
Who are they beating?
They're going to beat the Patriots, they're going to beat the Chargers, and then they just got to win
They're not.
the Chiefs, Cowboys, or Dolphins game, which they could easily win one of those.
They're not beating. They're not beating the Dolphins. I don't care.
Really?
No.
I think they could. They destroyed them earlier this year.
They did exactly. That's why the Dolphins cannot lose again, and they won't. It's at home for the Dolphins. They're not losing.
All right, we'll see. You would agree, though, they're going to beat the Chargers and Patriots more than likely.
I will not put any money on the Patriots game.
They're trying to
They
lose.
lost to them earlier.
They're trying to lose at this point. They have more to gain from losing. I mean, he started Bailey Zappi, dude. Come on. They're not going to lose that game.
Yeah, we said that about the last time they played, and then guess what? The Patriots won 29-25. So
It's fair.
I'm saying
you have no
saying by
positive argument for Green Bay.
they beat the
As-
Chiefs. They beat the Lions.
These guys, look at this. They've beat nobody.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is pretty bad. They haven't beat
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah. Put them in your top 10.
Okay.
Do it.
They are.
Do it. No, not the Bills. The other team.
No,
Do it.
I'm not putting the Packers in.
You're an idiot.
I would rather put the Browns in at this point.
Let me look. 1,
Ooh,
2,
you know who I do like
3,
though?
4. Who?
Sneakily, I like the Rams a little bit.
You're an idiot.
I'm telling you, bro.
The Rams are not better than the Packers.
I don't know.
You're starting to make me angry. You are starting to make me angry.
We'll see. We will see.
Oh, we will see.
Hey,
especially Monday night when the
Oh, boy.
Green Bay Packers take on the New York
That's not a test of anything.
Giants.
Hey, you guys watch out. Tommy DeVito.
I'm going to watch out for a boring game. Thank goodness I have
Hey.
Slim to get rid of
Here's
part
what
of
I'm
it.
saying, though. I'm not saying that I'm not saying necessarily that the Rams are going to win more games over the next few weeks than the Packers or whatever, which probably means they're out of the playoffs, whatever.
Yeah.
However, This they're not bad, dude. You got to admit that they've been hanging in there. No?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, could you tell me what happened in I don't remember, week 8, I believe, maybe week 9? Could you tell me what happened in week 9? No?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Oh, you mean when the Packers and the Rams played and the Rams lost 3-20. Oh,
I'm just saying.
get
they're a sneaky
it
good
out.
team.
You just are going to do anything and everything you can to make sure you don't put the
them at
Packers
5,
in
bro.
the top 10.
Okay, name the
Look
teams.
at it.
No.
Look at it.
Name the teams after you just listed the Packers. Name the teams.
Kansas City,
They're better.
the Miami Dolphins,
They're better.
the Lions,
That's
the
debatable.
Jags,
That's
the Texans.
debatable.
No,
That's debatable.
no, it's not debatable. It's not debatable.
You lost to the Lions.
We just beat the Chiefs.
But you
we
lost-
just beat the Lions.
Okay, if you're gonna go, what?
We just beat the Lions.
Oh yeah, was
On
that
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we destroyed the Lions. It was 29-22 at the end, but it wasn't even close to begin with. We destroyed them.
So put Miami over them, and I'll be happy.
Put Miami over the Packers.
Yeah.
No. Because the Dolphins didn't beat the Chiefs.
So
Oh, my computer died. I am officially winging the rest of this podcast.
we weren't before.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
put
All
them,
right, bro.
put them in your top 10. Number 10.
I'll take it under consideration.
Bro.
Let me see what they do against this Giants
Let me
team.
see what they do against this Giants team. It's so good.
So based on the way the season's gonna play out, I could make a case that they will finish at 10, 9.
They will finish top 5 in the NFC.
Do you think they win the rest of their games going out?
I think they
They drop at least one, right?
maybe lose one. I don't know. Maybe to
I mean,
the
they
Vikings.
could easily win these games, but I feel like
I don't see
young team.
I don't see them losing. Like the only game they can lose is against the Vikings.
I don't know, dude.
That's just my take. I am obviously a Packers fan,
Obviously,
but we haven't done enough talking about your team because why? They suck.
we're like 2 games behind.
Your
you, bro.
opinion doesn't matter.
Because my team sucks.
Yes.
I don't think that's how that works, actually.
It is because I said so, and I'm the host. So,
And I'm just gonna edit that part out. So
nope, because you are too lazy.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
All
Yeah,
right.
you've had a good stretch here. It's
We've
been a
had
convincing
great stretch.
3-game stretch.
Mm-hmm.
You won't lose to the Giants.
No,
The Buccaneers
No,
are
we won't.
tail spinning.
the NFC South is an embarrassment to football.
It's true. Panthers. And then-
Embarrassment to football.
So Vikings, Bears. You're not going to lose to the Bears more than likely.
No, we own the Bears. It's in our DNA.
Man, what would that put you guys at? That puts you at 11 wins.
11.
Are you good? You wouldn't.
We wouldn't be.
What is the Lions? This would
They're
be
9
interesting.
and 3.
But I want to see who they play.
Yeah,
Do they have
tell
a
me who
chance?
they play?
Of,
Do
okay.
they remember when I asked you like 2 weeks ago when they beat the Chargers?
Yeah.
Do the Packers have a chance
At the division?
making the playoffs?
Well,
And
the
then-
playoffs
and
is
then-
definitely in play.
And then I asked, "Do you think they could win the division?" And you're like, "No, no,
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they can win the division. They're definitely getting a wild card spot for sure.
Probably. Yeah.
If they don't, I'm gonna be
It hurts.
embarrassed.
It hurts. But
Who do the Lions play?
I think that they go 5-1. So they've got the Bears, should be a win. The Broncos, sneaky,
Yeah,
but
be
probably going to
scary.
win this.
I don't
the
know.
Vikings, they're going to win more than likely. And then they play Cowboys, Vikings again.
they're gonna lose one of those Viking games. That's how it goes. NFC North go 500 in division games.
Is Justin Jefferson coming back?
Yeah,
He is?
yeah.
Okay. Then maybe I'll give you that.
Yeah.
They should win those games, though. If they want to win the division, they have to win those 2 games.
Yeah.
But to remember this, they have to drop 3 games to have...
The tiebreaker. And I don't know what the tiebreaker goes off.
It would go based off conference wins.
Would it go conference or division wins?
Conference.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
And the Packers have lost to...
Let's see what the standings are. We can just figure this out here. Who have you guys played?
I have no idea. I'm going to be honest.
No, who are you? You're the Packers, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Lions. Their conference record is 6-2, which is good. Yours is 4-3. So if they lost...
Oh, man.
Is it stuck?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Try it again. Nice.
Oh.
There you go. Oof. So
That's
yeah,
hard to
nice, nice.
That is hard to see.
Let's just blow it up here a little bit.
Mm-hmm. 9-3.
So yeah,
Can you scroll down just a ton or up?
Yeah.
Sorry, to where we can see the conference and divisions.
oh yeah.
All
Yeah, so you
we're
guys-
4-3, and
You're
they're
only
6-2.
one loss behind them in the conference.
Huh? You got to look at the Lions.
No, Lions are
Oh.
6-2 in the conference. You guys are
Okay.
4-3.
Okay, yeah.
So if they lost one more game and you guys won all of yours,
Yeah.
it would be close.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and they
So they can lose. Well, they'd have to lose 3. They're not losing 3. Sorry, they're going to win the
name the
division.
teams again. The Broncos, I could see them losing. Like I'm just talking from a optimistic standpoint right here.
What's this team we're talking about?
The Lions.
Why am I not able to find these people?
They're right there.
Here we
Oh.
go.
There you
All right.
Schedule. Let's take a look. They play the Bears. Should win. If they
They-
lose,
they
if they
really-
if they lose this game, they're done.
The Bears?
Yeah, if
They're
no,
not going to lose to the Bears, bro.
That's why I said if they lose this game, they're done.
So they're going to beat the
Broncos
Bears.
on. Is that a Saturday night, or,
I don't think
or is
quite
it
yet.
Sunday night?
Oh, it might be a Saturday. It's only 6 days after the other one, so probably.
There's no way it's a Saturday. Oh well, it could be because colleges are done.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, they go
it
to
might be a
Saturdays.
Saturday game.
So anyways, the Broncos, they really should win that game, but they could lose,
Yeah, the Broncos, you
They've been
don't
playing
know
well.
what to expect.
right? So let's give them that loss, and
Yeah.
then they lose,
They lose a Viking game.
a Viking game and a Cowboys game. That would
Yeah.
be the path for the Packers.
Yeah. So, because I don't see them losing 2 games to the Vikings.
No. And honestly, so that's it. That last game of the year should be the determining factor. If they haven't already lost.
Yeah. But Green Bay's pretty much got to win out.
And have a chance at the division for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. I don't see it happening. I stand by it. But
I
they'll get
think
a
the
wild
Lions
card.
will win the division. I think we'll be a top 4, or we'll be
You'll be the team the
we'll be
Lions
the
don't
f-
want to face.
we'll be the 5th seed, but we'll be a top 4 team standing wise, like ranking wise, because the NFC gets a higher number than us.
What?
The NFC will get a higher number, even though their win-loss record will be trash
Oh, right.
because they win their division.
You mean the NFC South?
South.
Yeah, that's going to be ugly.
That-
I don't even know.
That, we've got to figure something out because that is stupid.
It used to not be this way.
No, it's been that way for a while because I remember a couple times.
Drew Brees?
The NFC South was a dumpster fire. Like I remember where it was like the Panthers or something winning in a losing record, and then your division did the same thing a couple years ago.
Not the lead. Not the. I mean, I know we've done it.
Like the Commanders did it.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
they
they
went in with a losing record.
they didn't have a losing. I think they were 500 or
Are
something.
you sure?
I don't know. It may have been losing record, but yeah,
It wasn't
we've
great.
we've had some years like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's got to be something that gets fixed about it. But
Doesn't matter.
there we
Starting
go.
to get picky.
Yeah, it is. Any other topics you want to talk about?
Oh boy. Any other topics?
No more high school football.
So, address this.
Yes.
If you want to join the podcast and
and
let
by
us
join,
know what
we
you
mean
think.
as a guest for 1 week, one episode.
And if we like you, we'll give you maybe another chance.
Probably not.
But if you got something that you want to just get off your chest, talk about how the Packers are not a top 5 team.
Talk about how our city's a bunch of idiots because we need a pool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He
I said it.
said it.
I said it.
Coming out and just
Yeah.
speaking the truth.
Maybe that'll be Saturday's episode.
We'll just talk about the pool for an hour.
Oh, my.
Here's a preview. Imagine waking up, what was it, every day?
Monday through Friday.
Imagine waking up at 7 o'clock Monday through Friday. Crisp, cool air. You get on your bike. You drive all the way across 160, a highway, on your bike.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're having a bad morning, get stuck by a train or something.
Oh,
you know what
my.
I mean?
Those are the worst. Jinx.
You owe me
Nah.
soda.
You owe me some Coke.
But anyways, more often than not, you have a free shot at the railroad track. You go as fast as you can across. How can you not love that?
Sorry. All right.
No, that's fair.
Dang it, bro.
Did you lose it?
All
You
right,
broke
continue.
it. You used your
Sorry.
you used your time on it.
Continue.
Anyways, you get there. It's cool, crisp morning, and you are ready for nothing other than swim practice.
Yeah.
And it's a dreadful Monday, and guess what? You have to run a mile.
That's Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you have to run a mile. But you'll love it because your friends are there, and then you know you get to go jump in a nice, cool pool
It wasn't cold for very long.
and practice.
Yep.
And have a great time. But no longer.
But no longer because we decided it's not worth it.
And that is our preview
That's our preview
for Saturday.
for Saturday. Saturday, check it out. We're going to go off. And by we, I mean probably me because I am probably a million times more passionate about it than you.
I mean, you've done more for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You've tried.
I've done my due diligence of it, and yeah. So that's that. With that said, oh, why does that button work? Does this button work? No. With that said, episode 12 is in the books. We will see you all later. Goodbye.